over Maryland.
Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons
and the Washington Commanders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, go. Here we go on second and 12. Well, this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down.
They'll set up a throw.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. On first down, Howell.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on third down here.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Morrison. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And some room to work. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot.
Because looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now to the air on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Okay, break.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Morrison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On the double.
On 2nd down. It's Morrison. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morrison. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Morrison. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Over the middle, it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10, Howell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 10, Powell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick on the 1st down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Brings up 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got it down to the 28. On 2nd and 7, Powell. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Juwan Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have moved out in front. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the move to his left.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On second down now, it's Morrison. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. Black up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Let's go now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that, but we're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result, big plays.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a full possession game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morrison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards.
And the Falcons are back within a score.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Ready, play.
On second down, it's Morrison. Oh, what a juke into space.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 108 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, Howell to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Howell going right back to Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this down to the 33. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Second down. Howell now. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Powell. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 60. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. He'll look to throw. And This turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. Morrison.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
We have played 3 quarters. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On first down, Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down.
Howell.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
He's got it at the 15.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Howell throwing on first down here.
And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Howell looking to throw again.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Ritter will throw for it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Here's Howell. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Morrison. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start him up again. So I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down, because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throw left side complete. That's Morrison. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Here we go.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to get the lead up to 4.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs.
Powell to throw. And Dotson, he's got it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here's Howell.
Here's Johnson with a reception. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's back to throw.
Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 4th down. Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half.